Hey everyone, this is Grixon, doing another smooth jazz late night voice. It is 2:30 a.m. and we're doing a voiceover for a key I did. This is a 21 Necrotic Wake. So yeah, this is a progression key for me. And you know what? I accidentally kept Bone Storm. I should not have done that. It ended up fine. We timed it, but there were a lot of times where I wanted to use it, but it was like, oh no, I could die here. I probably shouldn't use it. So people had to adjust some stuff. Okay, here it goes. We start. I had to skip forward a little bit. So I'm Necrolord right here. I was a absolute dingus. I switched to Necrolord when I was 75 Venthyr Renown. I didn't know that you have to be 80 Renown to be able to swap freely, so I was stuck for 2 weeks while I did the Venthyr quest. So pulling everything I can here. I'm pulling pretty tough actually for 21. This is a progression key, and I'm like pulling everything. My heals are like 20k plus. I don't know what got into me for this key. I really don't know what I was doing. So just kicking what we can. The monk has yet to kick anything, actually. He sent some AoE stuns, but no kicks. Interestingly enough, that kick would have, you know what I mean, saved him. So yeah, I didn't use Bone Storm this whole time because all the runic power I had went to death strikes because I was struggling to stay above water. Yeah, as you see, I took Bone Storm. Red Thirst would have been amazing. When it's a progression key like this, where let's put it this way: if you can't find the runic power to use it because you're so worried about dying, you shouldn't have it on anymore. But it worked out. So in my route, I pull this. I know a lot of people don't pull this. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. I pretty much always tank, so I don't really know. I'm just waiting for my grip to come off CD so I can grab that guy in. It's kind of awkward. He tries to help me out a little. Interesting thing with Necrolord, if you're using the, what's his name? The Plague Doctor guy, the first one. When you use your Stitch Flesh, you get a bunch of different things here. You get, like, here's a heal, here's armor, here's mastery. You get the mastery every time, but it depends on the types of mobs that you soaked up with your fleshcraft. Kind of cool. So those are almost dead. Kind of pull the dude here. I kind of wish he didn't put his little AoE there, so I'm kind of forced to tank him here because I don't want him to be out of his circle. Kind of a spoiler alert that Hunter does the lowest damage in the key by over a K, a good amount. So he's definitely the weak link of the dungeon. I just realized my weak aura for damage types isn't working. Oh, there it is, there it is. There it is, right there. A lot of fire, some shadow. So 100%, a little bit of physical when you get auto-attacked. So you can AMS this, you can AMZ this for the rest of your team. Just kind of help out with that damage. Especially whoever has these dots right here. They take extra damage. So AMZ could be worth there if you're Necrolord. Necrolord. Blood DK. I don't know. I always grab spear there. On a fortified week, I try my best to commit a spear here and combine some trash with it. I feel it's good value. It's not always. This pack is way harder than it looks, actually. Like this pack actually hits hits you pretty good. And I still haven't been able to get a Tazavesh run in. Like, I've never done Tazavesh. I missed that boat completely. Like, they're just not around. So I'm still using the Vial of Putrefaction. And I don't raid, so I don't have the Shard of Anahildis or whatever it's called. But that Tazavesh trinket would make me so much safer. However, it's not in my cards right now. I need to change. I'm using mixed scrolling combat text in this dungeon. So like all this stuff here, and then on the side. It's too much information. I need to tweak it. I get too much info. Okay, pull them. I wanted to pull all this and the dudes up top. I don't know, I got a little scared. And I even fumbled that guy, so I didn't get full use out of it. I was so afraid that he'd pull right there. I'm trying to keep him in the circle, like trying to be a nice tank and make sure that that crap stays inside the circle. I threw Death and Decay to slow down those worms. AMC helps that guy out. I think I may have not gotten out in time. Binding shot with Gorfiends there. Try and keep all those circles together. But it's not a tyrannical week, so it's not like as insane. I guess our hunter is more boss damage, so I mean, maybe that's why he was the lowest damage overall. I don't know. But he pretty much never got sent down on the last boss, and he did low damage on that one. Just trying to keep those organized. Easy cleanup. Let's turn this up just a tad. I think we turn up just a little bit. Normally you hear my wife's keyboard in the background. So I've been getting in the habit when I'm not in Discord or anything, I just turn off my microphone so you don't hear her in the background. That way I can do a good voiceover without, you know, all the clicking from her keyboard. Do I try and build up for Bone Storm here? I don't know. They're almost all dead. I don't think so. Yeah, like Bone Storm had, it had moments, but honestly, like, I don't know. When it's a progression key like that, it's just not really, I don't know. If you're not safe, you end up not using it because you need all that runic power for death strikes. I'd say with Venthyr it's a little bit different because you get a lot of runic power on demand. Cooldown on a Kyrian. Unfortunate. Yeah, I definitely Bone Storm here. Damage is okay here. I'm doing like almost 11k. It got close to 11k. Good tip here if your blood DK is mind control one of those mages so they don't frostbolt volley everywhere. guess my idea here is his cooldown isn't 30 seconds for that. We'll use it on that small little pack and then use it on the two big dudes in the bridge afterwards. When he said mini, I thought he meant the little mini boss. I didn't know he meant. It's hard for me to know. Like I always call the other guys LTs, like lieutenants. When he said mini, I thought he meant this little mini boss up ahead. 1 minute of a buff is kind of tight to do this and then make it over. Yeah. Seconds left. Yeah, I don't even know if we really make any use of it. I tell people to get spear, but you know, people are taking a little bit of time to get the weapons. 15 seconds left on the buff. Yeah, probably not. Dang, it does hit hard though. That buff. 18k. Just on its own. So I guess we got a tad bit of use out of it. I don't really know what was going on there. I thought maybe I think he thought I was gonna get pulled into the Bone Storm guy. The monstrosity. But it was just cowering me in place. Monstrosity out of the way. Do my normal mind soothe here. Easy game, easy life. So I think this is what he meant when he said skipping the mini was the cold heart, and I'm the Oros guy. I definitely don't like to skip him. Too many people are not good at the last boss, and you throw in slow to that. It was just waiting for a pub mistake. Yeah, he probably thought I was skipping that. Because he's still got his steward here. He should be probably opening it right now, if he could. I don't know. Because the steward's still right there. When does it go away? Still following. I'm really curious to see if it just like goes away right here. Yeah, he should be. Wow, what are these? Low damage. Me too. Yeah, he should be opening it right now. If he could. Open it, open it. Open it, open it, open it. You still got your dude though. Can't you open it while he's there? So what if this... It just left. It just left. Yeah, he could have opened it. Yeah, you literally just missed it. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure how we do it too much differently to align those cooldowns better. Yeah, this sucks. We had to wait. He still had a steward, so you can open it while the steward's still there. So he definitely had a chance. Everybody get their buffs. Alright, so I always talk about this. If you can manage this pull, do it. It's so much value. You just need people to kick these casters, because they'll just sit there and free cast. I do get pretty low here, though. So I have to like Vamp Blood. I have to do a lot here. But dude, I'm telling you. Look how much the Curing Weapon is doing. It's insane. You just gotta watch out for those soul wells, and you have to kick that caster. Look at him just free casting. I almost went down there because I couldn't find a target to destroy. But it is insane value. Like, you just finish that out. So as a tank, if you can manage that, do it. Like even me trying that on 21, I was like, it's too good to pass up. And he paralyzes that one, so I leave it alone. That's the one I was going to mind control. He starts the RP, which is good. That's nice. So, this map is actually pretty good for Necrolord because there's a lot of spread out mobs. Key being this boss. You can Necrolord the first ability, Gorfian's the second. You have to just death grip the farthest one and kick one. On the third set and the fourth set you can use Necrolord again. If it goes that far. So yeah, this dungeon is very easy if you can manage the environmental weapons really well. So as long as you can do that, you're perfectly fine. Well, obviously you have to have the damage, and there's some technical stuff like not standing in this, not, there's some common sense stuff that has to go down. I want a spear here because I want to spear here because I don't want too many ad phases. So I wait for his javelin to go out and hit, then I taunt. So he doesn't rip aggro from me. Oh, there I go, just twitching around. Why do I do that? It bothers me when I redo these videos and I just see myself just twitching around. Like, why do I do that? Like, why can't I stand still? You know what I mean? Yeah, all these parries and absorbs and stuff, I need that gone. It's too much. Way too much information on my screen. It used to be so nice and clean. this one, like Gorfine. He puts a trap there, so I'm good with that. Ooh, I got knocked. I don't know what happened. It got a little scary, actually. That was a good blink by the mage. Alright. Yeah, the hunter must mostly just do boss damage. And that must be why his damage was the lowest. Because his AoE was not very good. So here I'm trying to think how I want to handle this. I definitely want to do, so I have an orb, right? I want to use it with that big dude, the patrol that goes around. See, he thinks I'm gonna do a big thing right here. But I'm gonna use it right there. So I think he was thinking the paralyze would stop the whole pack. It didn't work that way. So my thought is, if I pull that left, back left, and I grab the soldier, will it just bring all of them with it? So I'm wasting a little bit of time here because my brain's trying to wrap around how this is going to work. See what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, nah, okay, yeah, let's do this. So the one thing I'm not accounting for is once I grab him, they are all going to come running from the side. So I have to pop this to get all the aggro. I mean, it's just like fire everything. Bone storm it. Everything. That Fleshcraft is really good in the fight too, like in the pull. It gives you a lot of damage reduction and gives you a big shield. Good Gorfiends there, get it all together, including those Spiteful. The Spiteful are a big deal. This week does not favor melee DPS much. So again, that's good worth for the orb if you can make it happen. I eat that, throw a cleaver. I think I'm going to eat it again. Pull this guy in too. In like a 21, he's no joke with that melee damage increase into his stuff. He hits hard. You gotta be ready for that. You gotta have some stuff in store for death strikes. So the idea here is if you can keep the crafter alive, you can have him throw flesh on the LT. This is where that common sense know-how has to come in. I'm trying to like maneuver him on it, see what I mean? Was a good polymorph to keep him alive to try and get another throw. I think someone kills him though. Or I just stood in that and took it, I don't know. Yeah, I was worried about that Spiteful. Right when we get all pulled in. Man, I'm thirsty. I have I drink, so I'm not that old, but I drink Metamucil every night with like water. It kind of tastes like orange tang. And it's like a powder that you put in water. And it tastes like orange tang. It has sugar. The problem, if you wait too long, it thickens up, and it's just like it's just like, ooh, it's like a really thick gravy now. It's like, no, thank you. I'll have to remake it. I started doing the voiceover and I forgot all about it. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. This pull is actually kind of no joke too, on a higher fortified key. You're worrying about tenderizes, and then the burst damage, the burst magical damage from his spit. That's the guy who does it, right? Is it not him? Maybe it's after. Maybe it's during the gauntlet part of it. But either way, like, those guys who tenderize are pretty hard on a blood DK. So the rest of this dungeon, I'm going to get significantly less value from Bone Storm because there's no real big pulls it's good for. So I don't know, I guess it's good to eke out a little bit of extra damage, but there's just, I'm pulling pretty tough on this 21. And I definitely, you know, Vamp Blood or Red Thirst would have served me much better. That dude just gets freaking clapped. They both did. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why this guy lived as long as he did. I guess everybody was focused on the other one, the one that fixates. Which I guess is the right play. It's just uncommon to see these two die so far in between. One of the nice things about being a blood DK is you allow your healer to do a lot more damage because they're not worried about you. I think I commit quite a bit of stuff here. Yeah, I think I have everything. Yep, Bone Storm going. The next pull after this, I almost die because I committed so much to this. I put too much into this. Right? Like every cooldown I have goes into this pretty much. So then I'm just like screwed for the next pull. Like I definitely should have saved something. Cut slice. The big problem here, I think, is that I'm at Tenderize 4. Does it fall off before that fight starts? Okay, it did. It did fall off, okay. Yeah, Rot Spew's rough. Because you're dealing with the normal stuff, and then also he's spitting people with plague damage. But look, I have nothing. I have no cooldowns. I have no runes either. And we're at DPS down. Like, I panic in this one. Somehow the buff fell off. I don't know what happened there. Or the mutilate. But look, see, look at me panicking. I have nothing. Wings there saved me. But his percent damage fell off, which was really helpful. But I'm still like way behind. If things don't die fast, I'm done. See, I don't even have a bone. I have nothing. That definitely wouldn't have happened with Crimson Rune weapon. It's just Crimson Rune weapon with Necrolord's hard because of the A-bomb limb. So yeah, if you're looking at the timer, this is pretty close. 5 minutes for 2 bosses. People go a little too hard on this thing and actually kill it. And then he gets speared, and I have to grip him too. But they like go too hard on the creation. They bursted it down, so he does another, you know, we definitely killed it too fast. I don't know what happened there, but it's just more time because we have to wait for a new creation and a new hook. Just trying to position it a little bit. Why am I not getting these percent damage increases? I have no idea. So I see it's way over there. I try and move him over there. And then so it's like 3 minutes and 55 seconds. We gotta go. And honestly, if we have good, sorry microphone, my bad. If we have good damage, like, we should be fine. Like, I just go for it. Unfortunately, we don't have a spear here. Because I used one on the first boss. Which was a bit of a misplay. If you're going to do it on the first boss, you kind of have to grab all of the trash that's up top as well. I don't know, I just got a little nervous. And this mage kind of makes some misplays. So this mage is thinking, he has CDs, he just wants to die and be rezzed. See, he's like res. So he just dies and wants me to res him. He gets sent again. Same strat for him. Same thing, he wants me to res him. Like, it costs runic power to do this, and this is not a boss you want to get behind on. Those ice shards kind of pack a punch. And guess what? Pretty sure he gets sent again. So yeah, I guess he did more than I thought he did, the hunter. This time he actually just plays the game instead of dying and want to be rested again. Because if you go down and then you come back, you get a big crit benefit, don't you? Don't you get a buff from coming back to kind of help make up that time? Doing my little stutter step. But like, look at that time. It's getting scary. He still has a lot of health left. 20 seconds left. And he still has a shield. Like, that's scary. 14 seconds. Like, I'm like, this is way closer than it should be. I'm like, just starting to spam. So, it's timed. But only 8 seconds left. And honestly, I felt like I did a good job. Like, yeah, I had mistakes. I had some scary moments, but I think it went really well. That's the key. Thank you for watching. 21. My first one. Yeah. See you guys in the next one. Oh, by the way, as of recording this, I'm Venthyr again, so I will be doing a lot more Venthyr stuff. Thanks. Bye.